Hi friends, welcome back. I am Terry T with Old Town Factory, and we've got a lot of stuff to get through today. So today I have a few big things that I would like to get through, okay? So I would like to pack all of my orders from my last safety eye drop and make sure that those get out in the mail today. So we have a lot of orders though to get through. So that is going to be a whole task in and of itself. And number two is we need to clean up the safety eye area. It's kind of a mess, okay? But I've been using this space to also do whatnot streams and stuff for one-piece cards as well. And then also to make my safety eyes, pack my safety eyes, and it's just in general kind of our kitchen dining room area, so it just needs a good refresh. But the last thing that we also would like to go over is what I crocheted this week, because I actually did get to doing a lot of crocheting and I made a new pattern and I want to show you guys. So we're also going to go through that at the end of the video of what I made and the new pattern kind of reveal that we still need to do some testing on and stuff. Lots of really fun things this video. Stay tuned, but for now we need to go out there into the safety eye area and get to cleaning. Okay, so please don't judge me for about how messy this is gonna get behind me, okay? I know it's messy, but we're gonna get it all tackled and done and out of the way, and I've got lots of new stuff to show you, so I'm really excited about it, okay? Ta-da! So this is a catch-all spot in my house, okay? This is a multifaceted business space, okay? There's a lot happening over here. I get that, okay? So I'm gonna let you know, this is all basically sorted by piles and stuff that just needs to be put away, essentially, okay? This is new safety eye supplies. Super excited about all of it. I cannot wait to show you. Stacy Makes / my mom over here on YouTube sent me some new fun stuff just to brighten my week. So I want to go over some of the supplies that I got there. I also went to Michael's for the first time in quite a while, and I would kind of like to talk about some of the things that I got there and some of the glitters and stuff that we got for future safety eye sets, which I'm really excited about. And then, as you know, I've been starting to do whatnot as well for one-piece cards, which is this beautiful little display back here. So I have some one-piece cards still out on the table that I just need to move over to their respective spots. But otherwise, it's all cleared. It's all sorted into piles. It just needs to be put away the rest of the way because I've been avoiding it this week and it's just time to get things done. So I'm very excited about this. I might even do another whatnot stream tonight by myself while I am in the mood and everything too. So I'm really excited about that because I've not done one by myself yet. I've just been the helper behind the scenes. Okay, so we've got a lot to do though in order to get to that place. So I'm basically going to put on a time lapse, start cleaning up the basic stuff that I don't need to talk about, and then we'll come back and I will talk about all of our new supplies as we put them away. So without further ado, let's get into it, okay? But this is so much better, okay? This is so much better, and everything that's left is just the stuff that needs to stay here, or it's the stuff in this box that really just needs to be gone over because it's all new supply stuff. So let's hop into that and let me show you the new stuff that I got real quick. Okay friends, some of this stuff is stuff that I specifically ordered for my small business. Some of it was gifted to me, as I said, from my mother, Stacy Makes. Some of it's for packaging supplies, some of it's just for actually making some of my products and stuff. So let's just go over all of it really quickly. Just have a look-see because there's lots of really fun stuff in here. The first thing that I wanted to show you guys though, which is a necessity, is my new safety eye cards from Canva. They're not really new, but I talked about this in the last video, how I needed to restock these, so I bought another huge order of these. If you haven't watched my videos in the past, this is what I put all of my eyes on for my safety eye drops and everything, just to keep everything organized. And I only had like 5 after the last drop, so I had went ahead and ordered some more of these. So this is a necessity. We really needed this. The next thing I ordered for myself was some more disposable cups. I've talked about this before, but the silicone cups just don't work well for me in my process while I'm making safety eyes and working with the resin. So I like to buy some little disposable cups. I get these off of Amazon. Obviously, it's just the basic kind. So I needed more of those for my future safety eye drops. I bought a different kind, this kind that's a little bit deeper. I feel like I need like medicine cups almost, like really teeny tiny cups. So I'm gonna look into that the next time I order them, because I want to eliminate as much plastic as possible. So if I can get them even smaller, that would be perfect. I just don't know exactly if Amazon really sells that, but I'm sure I can find something. The next thing that I have in front of me real quick is something for packing orders. I have talked about this in the past, but I love to include freebie stuff with my orders, and this time, instead of buying friendship bracelets, I thought I would buy scrunchies this time, because I love a good scrunchie. I wear them all the time. I actually don't have them in right now because I'm wearing my little ponies, but I have a huge order of scrunchies to use here, so I'm going to start packing these in the orders that we're going to pack today, probably. Well, I still have some friendship bracelets, so I'm going to make sure I get through all of those before I start using these, but I thought that would be something fun to include in some of our Etsy orders in the future. The next thing I ordered was something that I've seen a lot of other creators and, you know, studios, at-home studios use, and it's literally just a Moonboon stand, and so it'll hold my gold labels and my printing labels at the same time and everything. So I thought this would be handy to have because I'm working in a limited space. So I bought one of these. I really thought I bought the pink one since I have a pink printer, but I guess not. But that's okay. I'll double check Amazon whenever I get there. Another fun thing that I actually got from my mom was a new Let's Resin UV light. If you know me, you know I've really enjoyed using my Let's Resin supplies. It's what I use pretty much for all my resin, my lights, a lot of the mats and other supplies that I use and stuff. As long as it's not the Amazon brand, it's probably Let's Resin. And so she got me the bigger version of this light because I've been using like the teeny tiny version that's literally like a fourth of this size and it's so small. But she got me the big one, and so I'm really excited about that. So hopefully that'll make this process a little bit quicker as well, because I've been making these like crazy. She also got me some of these plastic trays that she's been using to keep her safety eyes on. I had talked about this in one of my last videos as well, but I have been using the paint palettes, but the paint palettes are okay for moving around the safety eyes, but they're not ideal just because solely they only have so many spots around them, and some of the bigger sizes don't fit perfectly in the little pots that the paint palettes have. And so this is perfect. This would make things a lot quicker, a lot easier to keep all of the different sets together, and eliminate a lot of that organizing time that I end up having on the back end, because so many of those colors end up on the same palettes to save room and stuff. So this would really help with that, and I like how it's deeper. So I think with the safety eyes and everything, once I fill up one of these with safety eyes, I should be able to stack the other one on top of it as well to kind of save up on table space, because obviously we are a little bit limited on that as well. Okay, on to some more of the fun stuff. So some of these, I've put them all in the same basket because I honestly have forgotten what she got me and what I got myself, but we both ordered basically the same things. So Mom had sent me some glitters and stuff and some flakes and whatnot to use in some safety eyes, because I think I didn't mention it to her, I guess. I don't know. We were just on the same page. I bought like the same brand as some of this stuff that she had gotten. So I got some of these really pretty iridescent, like holographic flakes that you can use in the safety eyes. So I think some future safety eye sets will have this in it, which I'm really excited about, because I was looking for something that wasn't just chunky glitter and had more of like a unique shape to it. So I think that this will be perfect for that. She, I know, sent me this one. This is a new glitter set to use. These are fine glitters, which I had mentioned in a past video, and I don't know if she knew this or not, but I mentioned in a past video I felt like I didn't have all of the colors that I needed in the fine glitters to add into a lot of my projects. And so she ended up sending me this, and so it's just 28 fine glitters, which is exciting. The next one I have is, again, some more flakes of some sort, because we're looking for some unique shapes and whatnot. And so there's just a bunch, I think there's 12 pots in here. of different flakes and different colors and stuff. So there is just a bunch of really beautiful color shifting flakes in here under this brand. It's actually, a lot of these supplies are actually nail art glitters and stuff, when it comes to the flakes at least. So that's exciting too. I really liked that one. This one I had yet to open yet, so I'm excited for this one. I don't know what all it's gonna be in here. Ooh, okay, so these are finely ground chameleon powders. I have some of these, not a million colors of them though. There's some really pretty ones in here. Oh, this yellow one. Are you kidding me? It's very like, I like how the other ones that I have are kind of hard to tell what the base color is supposed to be because they have so much of that shift to them that like, even if it's supposed to be technically a purple, it might just look blue because of the color shift in it. But these look, honestly, like you could tell from a distance even that this one's pink. You know, you can already tell it's a pinky purpley color, and it's just got a really pretty, more of a subtle shift, I would say, to it. Like this one is blue and then has that subtle yellowy green kind of shift to it, which is really pretty. So, ooh, there's also an opal one. I love opal. Opal's like my favorite color, my favorite gem. So pretty. Okay, so there's lots of new flakes in here to be using as well. I'm really excited about these. These are, like I said, more subtle than the chameleon flakes I already have, which is exciting. So I actually already have the chunky version of this palette. You've seen it in the last few videos, but she bought me another fine glitter pot set, which is really pretty. There's a lot of unique colors in here. I really like this really light greenish color at the very bottom and this periwinkly color a few over from that. These are really, really pretty. Again, I just needed more fine glitters to kind of fill in between the chunky colors that I was kind of missing. And I like to make my sets not all of the same texture usually, just so it's a little bit more diverse too as well. So I'm excited for that one. And I did this on my other set too, but I literally went through and I put a number on top of each one of these pots so I know which color it is. And whenever I go to mix my colors and write down my formulas, I will just put whatever numbers on the top of this. So like my other ones are like C1 through C30 because they're chunky, and so I'll probably make these like F1 through F30 since they're the fine versions. Now this is a purchase I bought myself. I have yet to try this. I don't know how this is going to work out. I don't know if it will work out, but I'm excited for it. This is a resin palette essentially. It is a silicone palette to store resins in, I should say. I wanted to make it easier to back my safety eyes because I get done making them and then backing them feels like such a hassle because then I have to go back and I always have to get my mica powders out and mix up my backing colors and everything. And I feel like I would be more inclined to actually back them with a color that maybe matched a little bit better if I had some that were pre-mixed. So I really want to do like a black, a white, a red, a yellowy gold color, some kind of pink maybe even, a purple, a blue, and a green. I feel like this little palette would be perfect for that, just to keep these stored in there. It has a little resin lid that's nice and black and not see-through, so the resins will stay good in this little container, and then I can store some of those backing colors so I can get through that process a little bit quicker and not have to mix up as many colors from time to time, like from set to set, I should say. So I'm excited to see how this works out yet. Again, I haven't seen anybody try this yet, so I'm hoping it's a good process, but we'll find out together, and you know I'll let you know. So this one is one that I know my mom sent me. These are more chameleon flakes. Let me just turn all of these over and I'll show you the whole box. Whenever I get packages like this, I like to turn all of them upside down so I can go ahead and see the colors in them since the lids are black usually. It makes it easier to pick out the colors later so you're not picking every single one of these pots up and turning them over and looking at what the colors are. But this is essentially just a whole pack of color shifting chameleon flakes. These are beautiful. Again, opal is my favorite, and so having such a really pretty spread of opal-y flakes is like goals for me, honestly. I'm so excited for these. This one's gonna be really pretty. There's a orangey color, a greens, blues, purples, pinks, kind of a tealy color, and then more of just like a rainbowy holographic-y one over here that's kind of a little bit of everything. So these will be fun to add to our collection as well. And then I got more shipping labels, which isn't really that exciting. I'm not going to unbox them for you because you know what a 4x6 packaging label looks like. But that is everything we ended up having for our safety eye collection. I bought some more yarns and some glitters the other day from Michael's though. So let me go grab the glitters at least so we can put them away at the same time. So they were having a deal on their glitters and some of their stationery supplies the other day when I went in there. So I was like, I've never actually bought a glitter set in person. I was like, I want to buy some individual pots because I had some sets of mine coming up and stuff. And so I was really excited about this. Okay, so I bought some fun things. First off, this blue, I don't know what it is about a good, dark, deep safety eye. But this blue color just spoke to me. It's called Marine is what it is. And it's literally just this deepest blue possible. It is so gorgeous. I mean, I cannot wait to put this into a safety eye. I know that I probably already have a blue, but man, this blue, something about it being in a pot like that just really spoke to me. So I really liked that one. And then I got this little set, I would call it, I guess. But it has stars, hearts, well, just stars and hearts actually. Really fun to add into some of our safety eye sets that we have coming up. They're just kind of childish, a little playful as you may. And I just thought it would be fun to add into some eyes to give it us something a little bit different because I started looking at all of my previous sets and they all feel very just, I don't know, kind of basic to me because they're all just chunky glitter, which is why I said I want to get more fine glitters, I want to get more flakes, I want to get more unique things to put into my eyes to make them a little bit more specialty. And then I found these and I thought these were really, really cute. And I have a really fun set planned for these already. But these were glow-in-the-dark stars. And they're like a little resin add-in that you can put into your resins and stuff. And I just thought these were so adorable. They qualified towards the glitter deal or whatever, but I just thought these were super cute. They fully inspired one of the sets that I have coming in the future. And then whenever I thought about that, I was like, well, that'd be cool if I had more glow-in-the-dark sets as well. And so I was like, I wonder if there's anything that I could, I don't know, find to kind of replicate that. And so they had glow-in-the-dark powder. You're literally not going to be able to see, like, it doesn't look like anything special here, but it's kind of more clear. It's not like specifically any sort of color. Like I said, it's just kind of like a whitish color. So I can add those into any safety eyes, hopefully, and make any color just about glow in the dark as well. So I thought that was a cool add-in too, something unique that I might be able to add into some of my future safety eye sets as well. So I got all 4 of those at Michael's though, and like I said, they were having like a buy one get one half off sale, I think is what it was. So I got a good deal on all of these, honestly. And it was my first time shopping for glitters in person, and so that was fun. And the boyfriend and my best friend were with me, and they helped me pick out some eye glitters and stuff too, and they were giving me some tips or what they liked too, which was kind of nice to not like be doing it all myself, I guess. So that was also a really fun experience. Really glad I got to go into the yarn store for the first time in a while too with them. So I think that's everything that's new. Yeah, that should be everything that's new for this set. So what I really just need to do is put away the rest of these supplies. It all goes over here somewhere. And then we can start packing our orders. Like I said, this is a really big deal. I would love to get them out today in the mail. There's a lot of orders. There's a lot of packing and there's a lot of orders because we had a lot of safety eyes in our drop. So it's going to take a while probably, but it's going to be fun, I think. So I need to get out the thank you cards. Everything's already carded as you saw in the last video for this drop though. I need to get out my packaging supplies, my safety eye backs, because I still have to get those out whenever I pack up my orders to count those out for each person's orders. So we just need to get this cleaned up yet again because I got everything back out, and then put it all away, and then we'll dirty up this table again for packing, and then we'll put it all away again, and then we'll go into the office. So I'm going to start on this process really quickly, and we'll pack orders together. So enjoy a little ASMR, if you will. This is gonna be the biggest order I think I've had to date from Jolene. Thank you so much, Jolene. We gotta get everything out. Oh my goodness, there's so many. Okay. Wow, this is so many eyes. Okay, and then a blind date 25mm pack. Holy crap, that's a lot of safety eyes. I hope you're stocked for a very, very, very long time. So I might actually have to split this up into 2 bags just to keep everything well packaged. So I also got these 20mm OG straw hats set too. So now it's officially the biggest order I've ever had. Holy moly. I was just like rereading it and I was like, I think there's one more line that I have. And then they only got 1 set of 20mm eyes because at that point I was probably pretty much sold out of all of the other ones once they placed their order. So there's 1 set of 20s and then a mystery pack of 20s as well. So I have all of those packs. I'm gonna put them in here. Okay, so 3 sets of 25s, and then we also had the blind date pack of 25s, so I need 4 more bags for those. Okay, those are all of our 25mm backings. I'm going to throw these all in an extra bag, so there is more than enough room for everything. Oh, that was a big package. We ended up having to put it in a poly mailer with extra wrapping inside of it because of how massive this order was. Thank you again so much, Jolene. You're amazing. I hope you enjoy all of your eyes if you're watching, and I can't wait for these to get to you. I just want to take a second and say thank you to literally everybody. This entire thing's stacked full, and I have a few that still won't fit in here, over here, off to the side. This is so many orders. Thank you so much to everybody who supported this drop and ordered for this drop. Again, the first of every month, I'm going to be dropping some sort of safety eyes in my Etsy shop. So you can follow my shop so you'll know whenever they go live exactly on the 1st. Because sometimes it's in the morning, sometimes it's in the evening, depending on what day of the week it is, because I still work a full-time job right now. So this is awesome. So this is the biggest accomplishment of the day so far. This is literally all I have left. I even got a few orders while I was already sitting here packing. So I went ahead and printed those off and got those ready as well. I think there was 16 orders total, if I remember right. But this is literally all I have left. It's just a few of the blind date pairs of safety eyes. There's literally 4 left in here. That's insane. Thank you, thank you, thank you for everybody who ordered. I'm gonna take these to the post office later today so they can get in the mail as soon as possible now. And I'm going to go into the office and we're gonna talk about what I've crocheted for this week, because this was a lot and I need to just sit down for a second, okay? I feel so much better now that that's all done, out of the way, packed up, ready to go to the post office, so whenever I leave the house later, it will be ready to go. And I'm so happy, because that's always like my biggest thing, is just trying to pack everything all up, get it all off the checklist, and then you feel so much better afterwards, right? So happy that we got all of that done. Now I want to show you a few things that I actually crocheted for once, okay? Because I do crochet. I know I haven't done it in a while, okay? But I do crochet. So I want to show you a few of the things that I got. First off, I bought the Big Twist Baby Bear yarn. I had not tried this yet, and last I had looked, it was just so small, so fine, so it was just gonna be too small for me and what I wanted to potentially use it for, and I just don't use small yarns very often anymore. But I've been getting back into Parfait Chunky, and I was trying to find something that was pretty equivalent to it, and I feel like this is very well equivalent. It is a little bit thicker, more like a posh texture, of course. compared to the actual chenille parfait chunky yarns, but I did thoroughly enjoy it. I liked the sturdiness, how easy it is to sew with it and everything. I'm looking for my other skein though. Oh, I put it back here. I'm a weirdo for that, but I did get the green as well. So if you can't tell by these colors, go ahead and drop a comment down below what you think I might have made for this new pattern real quick before I tell you. Okay, go comment down below. Green and brown, people. What could it possibly be, right? So if you have been following my channel for a while, you know that I have made a pretty popular turtle pattern, I would say. Not like super viral crazy or anything like that, but it is my best-selling pattern to date still in my Etsy shop. It is a no-sew, cute little Ties the Turtle. I love this pattern. It's so easy, so quick to make. The fins are adorable, just the way that it lays and everything. I love this pattern. It is so easy. I really, 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 really like it. And so I have been wanting to make a smaller version of it, but I didn't want it to be too close to anybody else's patterns or anything, of course. And so I've been deep diving, researching, and I genuinely 100% think that this is unique again and a fun smaller version of this pattern because I loved this pattern. Okay, so what I did was I went ahead and I made a smaller version of Ties the Turtle, and right now its name so far is Tonka. Okay, I made 3 different versions, but I'm going to show you kind of the drafts that I went through in order to make this pattern. I'm going to tell you what I like about it, what I don't like about some of them and everything, but let's start with the first one, okay? So the fins I got down on the first try. I was like, I love this so much. Its little fins have just a little bit of like a bend to them, a little bit of a curve to them. I realized after I made this that I loved how flat the shell is on this one too. I think it's so much more like a sea turtle kind of vibe when it's small like this. So I really like how this one turned out. The only thing I didn't end up liking really about it was that its head was tacked up. And if its head's tacked up, it looked like it was struggling to like keep its head out of the water, and that's obviously not what we want. So I went ahead and I made a second version of this turtle. Okay, we made this little guy. This one definitely looks a little bit more like Tice, you know, too, and I wanted to make sure that they look like they were at least related, you know. But this little pattern is just adorable. It's little fins, it's little feet. It does have a tiny little tail back here too. But after I made the second one, I was like, its head looks way too big compared to its body, because I was putting in an extra row so you could tack it up and it would look better once it was tacked up, and so it wasn't so squatty and down here by the shell. And then I looked up a lot more baby sea turtle pictures and stuff, and obviously their heads just kind of are out. They don't go up. They are not like land turtles, you know, and everything. So I was like, I'm going to make it a little bit smaller then too, so it doesn't go out so much either. And so I ended up with our final little pattern for our little Tonka the turtle so far. I'm probably going to be testing it very soon. I'd say probably in the next couple days I'll reach out to some testers and see if I can get a few people to test it, because like I said, it is kind of like Ties the Turtle, and I feel like I've got this one down pretty good. So I might just contact a few of my crochet friends and get it tested so we can get it out to you even quicker. But I love how this little guy turns out. His little fins are adorable. The only thing I will say that I wish I could change, but it's necessary to get the shapes of the fins, is there is a first fin, 2 back fins, and then a last fin is what it's called in the pattern. You'll see why once you get your hands on the pattern, that it has to be different for each side. It's different from Ties the Turtle because Ties the Turtle had fin A on one side and fin B on the other side, because they were exactly the same fins. But whenever you look at baby sea turtles especially, they definitely have longer fins in the front and shorter, chunkier, wider fins in the back. And so I kind of wanted to try to make that appear that way in this pattern, and so this is what it ended up coming up with. So I love how this little guy turns out though, so I made him, and then Again, I have all of the other drafts too. Definitely still looks like a turtle. We'll probably still be selling them, of course. The only thing I'm not 100% sure on is I really do like how flat the shell is on this one compared to the rounded shell. I feel like maybe I might need to take 1 row out in here just to make it a little bit flatter, because I do love how flat the shell is. I don't know what it is about that, but it just makes I feel like it makes it look more like a sea turtle versus like a land turtle. So I might take out one more row, we'll see. But then I made some other versions because I was having fun with it, of course, because like I said, it's been a while since I've crocheted, and this got my sparks, you know, my little gears rolling. So I was like, I want to make some, like a little foresty turtle per se. So I made this little guy out of Parfait Chunky, and he's like a little mushroom shelled turtle. I went ahead and wrote down kind of the mod for it, I would say, because it is adorable. I think he would be so cute with a big line of like little different turtles with all different mushroom colors and stuff on them. But it is bobble stitches with like white embroidery on them. I made this little guy though, and I thought he was really cute. And then I made one, and I was going for something different, but I ended up making this little flower turtle. Okay, you see it's got a little flower on its shell. Adorable, with the little ruffles around the edges. And its little belly, look at it. It's such a cute little baby turtle. But I was kind of going for like a fine china, like I don't know what that word is for it, but that white and blue, very porcelainish kind of patterns and stuff. I love those designs. I always forget the names of them, but I love them. And so I was like, I want to try to make a turtle that's kind of inspired by that, but I think these turtles are just way too small for that. So I literally could only make a flower on it, basically. But then I made it in the colors that I thought would be really cute, that would kind of fit that aesthetic. But I really want to go back and make it in like pink and purple and orangey colors, you know, kind of like a hibiscus flower, because it's kind of giving me a hibiscus kind of vibe as well. So I think it'd be cute to have a bunch of these little flower turtles lined up all across my little market table. So I did end up making these 4 little turtles this week, which was really fun and really exciting to get back into pattern designing a little bit as well, because I haven't done that in a minute. So if you would be interested in this pattern, comment down below if you're excited for this, or if you're like, yeah, another turtle, oh well. But I'm very excited for this. Just let me know down below if you are as well. I'm going to clean up my desk a little bit, and then I will reset later. I know I had mentioned at the beginning of this video that I was going to do my office, but I'm just not feeling it yet. I still got to go to the post office, and I got other office responsibilities to do right now, so I'm going to do that later off camera. So thank you so much for watching though. Thank you for being here. Thank you for helping me get through my checklist for today. I know that that was still a lot of footage. We still got a lot done, I promise. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you guys, and if you knew me, you know where to find me, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Bye!